So one of the things in the archery industry over the last few years has become smoothness of your bow. A bow that shoots extremely smooth, very easy to pull, and gets the job done. Bowtech is showing you that in their SS models, and today we're looking at the SS34 from Bowtech. So without further ado, here is the bow. As you can see, it has a great look to it. It is that nice Bowtech frame here. The riser, it's built very nice, has a great feel to it. This is the new system where they did add the integrated rest system here. So you can add that now as an option if you want, with a QAD type style rest that will clip on there like a mini Picatinny almost. The bow does feature all the great things that we come to love of Bowtech, which is the deadlock systems. So we have the deadlock cam system, which is a big favorite for the industry because of the ability to move the cam left and right without having to undo anything. They basically use this system here to do that, and allows you to maneuver your cam to get it to tune perfectly top and bottom. So that does help a lot, especially for pro shops, so they don't have to retake anything apart or add shims or anything like that. Makes it super fast. They have the flip disc technology, so you're gonna have a comfort mode and a performance mode. Two separate modes. More importantly for us, we're focused on the comfort, but if you wanted more speed, you can always flip the disc and get more feet per second if that's something you really want. But again, in this bow, it doesn't make sense to me. This is super smooth for a reason. We want the most smoothest bow we can get. Speed is not a part of this now, as we are more focused on, in my opinion, the smoothness of the bow. It's the only reason you would buy an SS bow is you want a super smooth bow. So if you want the smoothest bow, you're gonna go about it the right way, which means you're gonna use the comfort mode in the flip disc. They got the dual lock pocket system, so it comes down, there's an actual lock on the side. You can actually lock it in place, you don't have to worry about it moving. FLX guard cable containment system here. As you can see, it's got a really nice look to it. It's got some flex that allows it to maneuver a little bit. It's got a nice little bow that comes in and goes back out, so does a good job. It's got the clutch grip performance, which is awesome. The clutch grip is basically just this little piece here, but you can buy the separate clutch grips, and you can actually bump out more if you needed to. They come with a couple different variants and a whole bunch of cool colors as well. They got the orbit dampening system here. They placed it in what they say is the perfect spot. So you're gonna get that riser suppression here built onto your bow. And last but not least, you get the rotating mods inside of the cam systems here that allows you to maneuver and set it for whoever wants to shoot this bow. The MSRP of this bow is $12.99. It is 4.7 pounds mass weight. Draw lengths can range from 26 to 31.5 inches. Draw weights go 50, 60, and 70 pounds. Speeds of up to 331 feet per second. Axle is 34 inches, and a brace height is 6.25 inches. They feature a few different colors on their website. They got some nice solids and camos if that's what you're looking for. And again, the bow looks great. I think it looks great. We're gonna shoot it here in a second. We'll speed test it as well on comfort mode, because again, I feel like that's the most important. But I will tell you guys this, the bow is really nice, and I think overall has a great feel to it. Doesn't really feel like that 4.7 for being this long, but I don't know. Let's go ahead and shoot it, set it up real quick and give it a shot.
All right, just want to point out real quick how these mods work. So I did loosen it to make this to 29, but as you can see, when I loosened all three and I can move the mod, this pin is what I'm looking for, and that's where it's gonna be. So if that pin was, say, 28, then I know I'm on 28 or 27. When I first got it, it was on 27 or somewhere lower, and I just rotated that so you can see that pin right there. You see that pin looking at us right there. It says 29, then there's like a dark pin in there. That's exactly what you're looking for when you rotate this mod. Now, when you're looking at this disc, you can see it says comfort. That's what it is set at. And whatever's facing you is what it is. So if it says comfort, you're in comfort mode. If it says performance, you'd be in performance mode.
All right, guys, we're speed testing the SS34 here from Bowtech. We are at 2970. First arrow, 350 grains. 315 feet per second, 450 grains. 274 feet per second, 550 grains. 251 feet per second, 650 grains. 231 feet per second. All right, we did our speed test. You guys got to see that. I decided to do it only in comfort mode because I think that's the most important. So there's other videos online if you're interested in that performance mode, speed. However, to me, I was like, I wouldn't buy this bow if I wasn't buying it for comfort. So I think it's most important to show that. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it. I did tone it down to about 60 pounds now so we could get a good feel for the bow. Let's go ahead and test it. Locks in real nicely. Definitely has a good draw cycle to it. But definitely hits hard, has a good feel to it overall. It definitely has that nice Bowtech feel to it. I do like that. I can see this bow being a really good bow for 3D shooters and target shooters actually, because of how long it is. I think there's a lot of potential for this bow when it comes to the 3D market and or target market. For hunting, I wouldn't use this bow. It's too long for me, but someone out west might. They might want that longer bow for those longer shots. It's a very stable bow once it's back. It literally locks in nice and perfect. I can see it's very steady. So yeah, check this out when you guys get a minute. This is the Bowtech SS34, super smooth. It might be a bow for you depending on what you're doing, what type of hunting you want to do. Here's the SR350 from last year, just to give you guys an idea of the type of bows. They are obviously different bows, but just to give you an idea of that Bowtech feel and stuff. A lot of the same technologies on these bows. Obviously a huge difference in axle there. So completely different bows, but don't forget we're giving this bow away once we hit 100,000 subs on YouTube. So if you want an SR350, make sure you subscribe when you're watching this show right now for your chance to win this baby. All right guys, there you have it, the SS34 from Bowtech. This is a great shooter and another great option from Bowtech this year. It's not for me, I'll say that straight up. I'm not big into the longer axle bows, but some of you might love this bow. It's a great option for a 3D shooter or target shooter as well, or a hunter that's, I would say, maybe more out west who is shooting a little bit more distance. So that's it guys, I hope you had fun with me today. I just want to say a special thanks to a few brands that really help us make this show possible. Obviously Sig Sauer for being there for us and making it happen. Tank's Dead Downwind are two major players that help us every year with this show and the podcast and everything else we do as well. I want to say thanks to Easton and Trophy Ridge. They help make it possible to do these things. Trophy Ridge with the whisker biscuits for all the bows, which is really helpful. Easton providing all the arrows that you see now, which is a ton of arrows, and it really helps us do this show to the best of our ability. I also want to say a special thanks to Mike's Archery for helping us get our hands on this bow this year and letting us test it out. Make sure you check them out. They have a great YouTube page, tons of content, and you'll see a lot of good collabs with us and them this year. Very excited about that. We'll link them below. I just want to also say, get a kid out hunting. Now is the time. Turkey season's coming, and we want to make sure you get a chance to get a kid out bow hunting today, whether it's with a compound, a traditional, a crossbow, whatever it is. Just get a kid outdoors, get them excited about the outdoors, and have some fun. Check out our new podcast called The Outdoor Podcast, Hunt, Camp, Fish. It is a great show. It has a lot of inspirational things going on and a whole bunch of cool things happening all the time with a whole bunch of guests across different genres of the outdoors, which is actually super exciting. I'm Dave Thomas. Thanks for chilling with me today here right on our YouTube page. We'll see you soon.